Good morning. This is Kathy, and I just want to welcome you to my channel, Harriet's Papery. And today we are going to use these digitals I printed off to make some tags. This particular digital is a Ruby and Pearl. It's, I believe, called My Dear Mother, Mother Dearest, something like that. And this one is from the Red Rose collection. And then this back one is from the Vintage Basics. And this one is from Silent Night. And then this is from Chapter 1 Papers. It is from the French Cottage Ephemera collection. And the back side is also Chapter 1 Papers, and it's from the French Cottage set, and it's basically wallpapers, although I don't think it calls them that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with these. So I'm going to start out today by cutting the edges off with my handy little paper cutter. I love this thing for getting nice straight edges. Straighter than I can cut with my scissors for sure. So I hope you guys are all doing really well. It has kind of made the turn. The last time I was on here, I believe it was still snowing. After that, we got more snow. We had actually a storm that dumped 5 inches on us, which then melted in about a day and a half. So it's super wet here. And it has started raining and it's warmed up, which is kind of nice because it's been unusually cold here for the time of year. And nothing's going to start growing if it doesn't warm up a little, so we're hoping to start seeing some green grass here. I am thinking that I am going to use this particular collection here from Ruby and Pearl to make a Mother's Day journal. I think that would just be something really fun to make. And I sort of had picked out another set to use alongside of it, making the journal. I have to make notes for everything, and I have this note app in my phone. It's just full of all kinds of stuff. So that's where I make all my notes so that I can go back and find them, because if I put it on a post-it note or sticky note of any kind, who knows where it's going to end up. It could end up anywhere, and probably not where I need it so I can see it. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. And I have noticed, like when I print 2 sides on my papers, usually if I print the back side from a paper that's from the same designer, they usually match up pretty good when I go to cut the borders off. My old printer, which still works but just drinks ink like nobody's business, it would print all the way to the edges, and I loved that. And this printer does not drink ink, but it doesn't print all the way to the edges. So I always have to trim everything up before I get started on a project. All right. So let's see what we want to use with this. So I'm thinking I'm going to cut this side for my first tag. And, excuse me, I think I've got some green ribbon here that I would like to tie on the top, maybe, if it doesn't really quite match that. But it might match this better. Maybe we'll start with a tag from this section of the page. And I've got a bunch of different trims here to use to, you know, to glue on someplace or decorate it in other ways. So there's my ruler. Let's see what. Trouble part of this. Where do you want to start cutting? So I think that I'll cut it right here. And make it 2.5 inches wide. Oh, I cut right through that rose. I don't want to do that. I'll have to cut a little off the other side, maybe. All right. There we go. And this has a nice little measuring thing, so I can make it just the length I want it. And I think today I want it 5 inches long. All right. I would like to say that I'm making just all these great journals, getting things done, but I'm just like stuck right now. I am not feeling the journally love these days. So I've mostly just been making ephemera because that's something you can do when things just don't seem to be working out quite the way you want them to. Just make ephemera and stick it in the box, or do a journal that's waiting for ephemera. I do have one journal that's just waiting for ephemera. We're just gonna sort of eyeball this today. Probably not gonna be even, but I think it'll be okay. So what do we want to do with this one? I think we want to put some lace on it someplace. So what are you guys enjoying making right now? I've been trying to make some different things, you know, to sort of stretch my skills, I guess, to learn some new things. I don't think so. But this little bit over here, I think this is the one that we're going to stick on here. Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but I get bored of making kind of the same stuff all the time. So, you know, if I'm just making tags or journal cards, that's pretty boring, or just pockets. So I'm always looking for something new to make. And the other night I tried out, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen I made an ephemera holder out of some envelopes. I used a paper cameo envelope I had to trace around. I used some ruby and pearl papers to make them. And Vintage Paper Girl had done this tutorial around Christmas time, I think, for an ephemera holder. And so I tried that out, but I flipped the envelopes the opposite direction as she did and found out that's not gonna work because they're just too pointy. And so it catches instead of just sliding in nicely to close up. So I might end up having to go through and do a little alteration on them to make it usable for me. Let's see. We need some nice muslin ribbon on there, right? Of course we do. I love ripping this stuff. Like, I just love this little sort of texture it gets from being ripped. Doesn't do it so much when you rip it wide, but when you rip it really narrow, like 3/4 of an inch wide, it gets this really cool texture that I just love and really enjoy. I like the way it looks, and it's just kind of fun. All right. Well, there's one there. That I'm gonna call that guy done for now. I might add some more stuff to it later, so I'll set it aside. And I think I want to make a long tag with this side. I really want to take this other side and make like a journal card or something, because I just love those birds. If I can get that in frame for you to see. I love these birds. They're so pretty. But I also love these roses. So we're going to hack those guys off and make a tag out of them. A skinny tag. And I think that we will cut the bottom off here. All right. So last week at the thrift store, I found this lovely lace. And I think that I'm going to use that on here somewhere. Possibly put it on the back side here. I don't know. Maybe the front, but I don't really want to cover up the roses. So maybe not. Anyway. I'm going to grab my fabric scissors. My oldest daughter got me these for Christmas this year because she was tired of my fabric scissors that she couldn't cut stuff with. So she decided I needed new scissors, and so I told her what to get, because obviously somebody needed to be in charge of what to get. She just kind of barely sews, she doesn't sew very much, so I was pretty sure she didn't know like what the best scissors to get would be. Let's see. Is that really what I want to do? I don't know. What if I did that? That's kind of fun. I actually kind of like that. I think I'm going to do that, guys. I think I'm going to. Okay. I doubt the punch is going to make the hole, but well, kind of. Enough to get my little grommet into it. What's going on? Did I put that in wrong? No. No, I did not. There we go. All right. So there. And I've got more goodies over here. Naturally, they all came from thrift stores. So I've got this that I think I want to put on the bottom. No. Maybe not. Maybe not that one anyway. It's very, very white. But I have some pink. Some pretty pink. It's a little more subtle. The white was pretty stark. I think I'm going to go with this one. I'm really into lacy tags lately, so there's probably a shabby chic journal coming up, is my thought, because I'm really loving this stuff right now. So I'm wondering if you guys have experience with ordering art glitter glue, like in the spring, early spring of the year. Is it safe to order then? Does it actually come frozen up all that often? I'm just curious because I want to get some, but I sure don't want it to come to me unusable, because I've read that you can't let it freeze. But I know everybody loves that glue, and I want to try some more glues just to see what I like. So where's my pink? I think it's going to be perfect with this. What do you think? I think yes. That's what I think. Let's cut some off here. See if we can poke these guys through here without a needle. I sure hope so, because I don't have to go digging for the needles in the middle of our video. I actually try to be prepared for these things and have everything I need handy, so I don't have to go wandering off across the room. Yeah, I like that. I might leave those long for now. Now this one. This was the actually, I had this printed out the other day to make one of those little accordion pockets that they were making over at Chapter 1 Papers, because I saw them use use this one, and I thought, yeah, that'd be really pretty. And now I'm thinking tag. Well, I started thinking that almost as soon as I printed it off for the pocket. So make a tag out of this one. And this paper has printed up so nice, and I was disappointed that it was a little more like cardstock, but it's Epson premium presentation paper, and it's like a 44 pound, I think. It's a lot lighter than my HP cardstock, but I really like it for that stuff. But I was kind of hoping for something that printed really nice to go in my journals. So wasn't exactly what I was aiming for, but I do like it. I'm not sure how long I want it. Maybe I'll just punch the hole and put the grommet in first. These are sort of like the easy lazy man way to do a tag, I think. I kind of like to do them the scrappy way, where you get all your scraps out and start gluing stuff down and put them together that way. I just really love them. But this is something different than what I usually do anyway. So I'm going for it. And sometimes you want the quick, easy project where you don't have to think about it a lot. You know, we all have those days where we just need something simple to do. I think this is going to be perfect in here, if we can push and shove it through. Ha! I almost had it, guys. I almost had it. I hope I'm still in frame. All right. No, that is a little bit bulky. So maybe what I will do is just sew it down later. So I think I'm just kind of going to leave that in there for now. And we'll just... I have actually not tried to tear this stuff yet, so guess what we're going to do? I'm going to tear it. I'm just going to see. You never know till you try, right? All right. Tears pretty good. So I think maybe move some of these things out of the way here. We're getting kind of cluttered up. We're not going to need these things anymore. I think we're going to ink. And if I'd really been thinking this out a little bit better when I started, I would have inked everybody right in the beginning instead of waiting till I've got lace and ribbon and stuff on them. And I think this one I'll ink up a bunch. Yeah, I think we will carefully ink this guy. I don't think I really want to ink the lace too badly. We'll leave that. There we go. And then I'll show you some other things that I've been working on lately. Kind of show and tell, I guess. All right, so there we have the 3 tags. Looking all pretty and flowery with roses. I like them. We'll set those to the side. I'll show you some other things. All right. Yesterday I made a first try at some cabinet cards. These were from Ruby and Pearl and the Vintage Ladies. And these came out of actually the, what's it, antique and French papers, the back sides. Anyway, I glued a heavy piece of cardstock between. I glued each of them down to the cardstock, and then I hit the edges with some gold paint and inked the edges. Probably inked the edges first, but PixieKDesigns had a tutorial on this, oh, maybe a couple months ago, and that's where I got the idea to do them. Because actually, I didn't even know what cabinet cards were called before I watched her video. I'd seen them and touched them, but didn't really know what they were called or anything. And this is one of my journals that's in progress. It's got an open spine, and I finally just glued it on and decided I'd just have to fill it to the point that it fits. But I got some of my ruffled paper and put it on there, but this is kind of where we're at so far. It needs a lot of work still, but making a little progress here. I might actually make another signature, or maybe like a mini journal to slip inside someplace, because it does have a lot of room to grow there. That's, if you look at that, that's quite a bit of room. And I don't have that much ephemera that's for sure going in it yet. These might go in here, I'm not sure. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good creative March, and I'm trying to get myself back in the creating mode. But you guys have a blessed day and a blessed week. Bye.